In this tutorial, we are going to set up a basic email opt-in page to gather lead generation. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is go to pages and we want to press add new page. For this example, we're just going to type in lead gen. The very next thing we're going to do is go to template and make this a blank page. This ensures that there is no header and no footer on your page. Then we're going to press use Divi Builder. Once it's finished, what we're going to do is press browse layouts, go to our saved layouts, pop up right here, use this layout. So the idea behind this to have this button right here and this image pop up when visitors come to your landing page and they click either the image or the button, and then the email submission form appears. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to change this image. And there we have our example ebook that we are giving away for free. Everything else here can stay the same. This is obviously where the headline is going to be, the sub headline, but for this example, we don't need to mess with any of that. Our concern here is to just make this pop up. So once we have that ebook there, we're just going to go and press save. Now that we have saved it, all we would have to do is we can either click exit Visual Builder or we can go ahead and just press on My WordPress. Once you pressed on My WordPress, we're going to scroll down and you'll see Bloom right here. We just tap on Bloom. And here is where we can create a new opt-in pop-up form. We can just tap that. And what we want to do is we want to press pop-up. We can leave this here. You guys can change this to whatever you would like. Here is where you can put your email provider. You can choose any one of these that you would like. For this example, we are going to go ahead and choose MailerLite. I'm going to add an account. After it's finished, it's going to pop up with your account and whatever email list that is within your account. In order to see that, we're just going to press this drop down and select it. Once we have selected our email list that we want our subscribers to join into once they submit, the next thing we can do is we can go right here and press next. Here is where you can choose any kind of design that you would want. And for us, we're just going to go ahead and just choose the first one. Then we press next. Now we can come here and we can customize it. And not only that, we can also preview it to see how it's going to look. Okay. Get your ebook free. Right here, we can put our opt-in message. So we have our opt-in title done. We have our opt-in message done. Of course, you can always come here, highlight everything. You can change the text color. You can bold it. You can italic it, left, right, center. So for us, we're going to go ahead and put that in the center. Same thing with this. We're going to go ahead and put that in the center as well. We can also change from paragraph to H1, H2. Right here, we have H2. In order to change that, what I like to do is I like to go into the text form right here. And here you can go ahead and you can put H1 or you can put H2 or you can just put P. But if you do it here, you would also have to do it on this side over here as well. So if I wanted H1, I would go ahead and type in H1 over there. And this one as well would be H1 over here. Now, when I go back, you can see that it has changed to H1. Now that we have that filled in, we can choose whether we want an image here, image on the left or image on the right. We can go ahead and upload an image. We can see how it's looking so far. This is how it's going to be looking. Sometimes you may not want to choose an image. So we can go ahead and press no image and it'll look just like that. But in our case, we'll go ahead and add an image. We can add an image above the text. See how long that is. You can add an image below or to the right or to the left, and we'll go to the right. And that's exactly how it will look. We can do an animation for how the image is going to come up, whether it's going to slide up or whether it's absolutely no animation at all. It'll just come right in just like that. Or if I choose another animation, just for example, like zoom in, we can choose the background color. So we'll go ahead and we'll just add a blue background just to see how it looks. That's exactly how it'll come up. Here where you can change the header font, the body text, the text color, everything you need right here. Here's the form setup. Now here is where the name field is. You can say if you want just a single name field, or you can make it a mandatory first and last name, and it'll come up just like this. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, as I might have skipped over, is right here, the form orientation. We can choose to have the form, as we can see right here. The form right here is on the bottom. We can actually choose to have the form on the right, just like that. Or we can choose to have the form on the left, and it'll be like that. Or if we had no image, we can see how it's going to come out, just like that. So with the form on the left and the image on the right, it'll look just like that. Now, our text color, we can go ahead and we can make that light text, as you can see right here. Our heading text color, since it came up black, we can go ahead and highlight that, and we can turn that white. And that's how it's going to come up. And looking at the preview, I think I would like get your free ebook to the left. I think I like it like that better. The same thing with this text here. That looks better to me. So now we can scroll down. And now we have our button color. Seems to be purple. We can change that button color to blue. Square corners or rounded corners. Let's do rounded. We can do the button text color. It's already light right now, but if we change it to dark, it'll just go black like that. However you want the edge at the bottom to look. Okay, this is how it's looking as we're scrolling through it. Very simple stuff. You can do the form footer text at the bottom, something like that. See, it's right here at the bottom. We can have our success message, and then that's about it. Next, we go to display settings. Now, on the display settings, what you'll see here is fade in and all of these check marks. What we're going to do is we're going to uncheck mark these. And the only thing that we want check marked is trigger on click. After we check mark that, we're going to put the code in, which is .trigger underscore popup. Okay. Once we have that, we scroll down and yours will be empty just like this. And what we're going to do here is we're going to select the page. What we want is the trigger to pop up on lead gen. You don't have to worry about any other check marks on here because once we press the page we want it on, this below will override all settings above. So all we want is this pop-up to happen on the lead gen page. If we want this pop-up to happen on any other pages, all we have to do is add them in here. But for this example, we just want it to happen on the lead gen page. Now we can go ahead and press next. Now on this page, you'll see the success message, which would happen if somebody were to submit their email, they would get a success message of saying, thank you. We don't want that. What we want is to redirect them to a URL. Once we have the URL, we can go ahead, paste the URL right inside of here. We can press save and exit. Now, what we're going to do is go back to our lead gen page. We're going to enable the visual builder. We're going to come onto the ebook. We're going to press the settings button, go to advanced, go to CSS, and make sure CSS class has trigger underscore popup. It should not say .trigger underscore popup. So if yours look like this, it is wrong. You need to remove that dot from there. And it just needs to say trigger underscore popup and press check mark. Same thing for this button here, settings, advanced, classes, trigger underscore popup, no dot under here as well. Press check mark, scroll down here, press save. Once it's saved, we're going to scroll up, exit Visual Builder. Now we can tap on the book and boom, it pops up. We can tap on the button, boom, and it pops right up. If you want to do the same thing to the header, we can go ahead and you see I'm tapping the header right now and nothing is happening. So we can go ahead and we can do the same thing to the header, just so you can make sure you don't lose on any sort of lead gen at all. Scroll down here, put it in CSS class. You see I have the dot there. We want to remove that dot. Press the check mark, scroll down here, press save. Once it's finished saving in about 5 seconds, we can go ahead, scroll to the top, press exit Visual Builder. Now we can tap on a headline and our lead gen pop-up shows up.